eSport take on ENCE. Plays in the grand final. This is best of 3 series. No overtime here. Sorry, there is overtime. There are no draws. There has to be a winner. When you see the first operator band coming out here, it is going to be the Lion. Prize is all. Honestly, I think we're going to see almost the exact same bands that we saw last game go down. Potentially a glass here from TrainHard would make a lot of sense on bank. See how that goes down. One is actually going to be the Dokkaebi getting banned out. So, a little bit surprising there, but that is going to leave the glass up. So we are going to see the glass for the very first time, hopefully, today. That kind of suggests that TrainHard will play a lot of glass, maybe like a multi-glass combo for a vault take. We'll see how it goes down. We'll see the mirror bang coming out. And yeah, I think we're just going to see the clash ban now from ENCE, so it wouldn't be too surprising coming out from them. And that was a very, very quick pick, so it seems like it's going to be the clash. No, but the echo. So we'll see clash for the first time today as well. It's one of those things where if you're not banning something, you're probably going to be the ones playing it. So we'll see how it goes down as we do move into Map1 here on Bank. I'm your host, Caster James, Sternard Parkinson, and we're going to get in right in here to ENCE versus TrainHard eSport in this best of 3 series. So it goes down as Gomfi is going to 6th pick onto the dog here from the Pulse, surprisingly a little bit. I feel like the Pulse is a little bit more useful here in terms of utility. We saw this a little bit from Endgaming as well, that they were picking operators to take gunfights rather than operators to concentrate on utility. I don't know, maybe it's going to be one of those things that's just not expected at all from TrainHard. That they're not going to expect the docs just be speaking them. But it makes a lot of sense on the CEO defense as well, just sort of aggressively peeking stuff out. I'd say a Pulse maybe a little bit more useful if you're going to play a heavy roam game, because it forces TrainHard to go for that roam clear, right? It forces them to kill the Pulse at some point. We'll see how it goes down, as ENCE are now going to move through and see what is going on from them right now. They're going to be going for a CEO defense. And yeah, like the dock makes sense here because having an ACOG that can peek out aggressively on those windows, especially those west side windows,
5 seconds left
sort of when you get outside the front door, those could be pretty good angles to have down from these hackers, and having a defender that can contest them is pretty good. Something I've seen G2 do quite a lot here as well is sort of play where Shate is right now. An ACOG there, ADS is there, maybe a mirror window there if it's available to them, and yeah, they play the Maestro cam, so very nicely played from Shate already. We'll see how this works out for them. And yeah, that's something also we should mention, is that Blast is no longer a member of ENCE. Now Shate has replaced him. Shate is going to be playing pretty aggressively. You may remember him as the man who played with ENCE during the Year 2 Season 3 finals. And he won the finals there, and he also won the finals with Penta, and Shate will score the first kill of the round. There we go. Saves is going to go down so early on. That turns into a 5v4 situation. Great bit of drone work coming out there from Shate. Great camera placement. It's really giving him his all. And we're looking to be playing fairly aggressively down here in Teller's office there. So Shate going to try and peek out somewhat aggressively here to try and get the drone. He will do so successfully. As Gomfi going to be playing with him, using these drones, sorry, the camera very effectively. We'll see how it goes down. As we see this very effective Maestro cam. It's going to be very hard for these hackers to get off. And Uno is going to find the second kill of the round. There we go. Deep is going to go down. Beautiful kills coming out already from ENCE as Gomfi finds one of his own. There goes Darius. Kendrick is going to drop all the way through into CEO. He gets into the site, but Bootsy shuts down all hopes of that. Magic is the last one left remaining. Magic's just been one of those guys. He's just been in pretty much every single season of CL and just hasn't been able to make it through. This is an opportunity. This is his shot to make it through. Will he be able to make it count? He does manage to find the kill into Shate. Does it to a 1v4. Let's see if he can try and bring it through. We'll see there's one more elevator. Does start to get pushed from square sets as well. Oh, what a shot. Takes down Wilkie with a headshot. Now it's a 3v1. Let's see if he can turn it around. Get pre-fired a little bit through the wall. You can see that ENCE are desperately trying to take him down. There we go. Gomfi does find the kill. ENCE win now in round number 1. Very, very nicely played from ENCE, especially from Shate, playing the top of Spiral just absolutely perfectly with that Maestro. So we'll see how it goes down as we move into round number 2. It's going to be a locker CCTV defense coming out from ENCE after a very, very, very successful hold of the CEO. We'll see how that works out for them, as we will see go downstairs. Shate again going to be bringing that Maestro to the table, so probably going to be playing in the garage with that. Obviously, no Echo available to ENCE, so the Pulse makes a lot of sense. Probably playing the Pulse here in gold and just giving you the intel out that way. From the way that I understand about how ENCE's sort of IGL works, is that Wilkie tends to take the lead over the overall picture, and then Uno takes a more specific control of individual areas and what the fraggers are doing. So we'll see how it goes down. But, you know, Wilkie being on that Pulse does put him in a better position as IGL because he's not having to wait for intel to come to him. He can provide the intel and already decide what to do with it. So sometimes it can benefit you to have your IGL in a little bit more of that intel position. So we'll see how that works out for him. I do definitely agree with playing a Pulse here in gold if you don't have an Echo. So, yeah, I think this is smart play coming out from him. Probably see him playing in gold, maybe service stairs. You normally see Pulses playing those kinds of areas. And for the rest of events, we'll be playing interesting server room here. So 2 ADS is getting dedicated to the server rack there. You know, all 3 ADS is getting dedicated to server room. That is interesting. Wilkie going to be pulsing out onto sewers to see if anyone's coming from there. Looks like TrainHard are going to go for this upstairs take to south. We'll see how it goes down. Lots of drone work coming done, of course, from ENCE. So there we go. Shate going to be playing the garage as expected. Let's see how it's going to go down. Drones coming out effectively from TrainHard here to try and get some control. And they've had a pretty good roam clear to start. But there's not really much roam game coming out from ENCE, so they spent a good minute now just taking control of what they need to get control of and potentially going to be opening up the hatches sooner rather than later. Having the Habana and the Thermite available to them here is going to benefit them a lot, but unless they can really affect the utility that's going down on service room, it's going to be a very hard take. Potentially they might go for a back take here, because there's not actually too much control from ENCE back there. They haven't dedicated too much to it. Bounty is going to rotate, however, to that side. See pings are going to be coming out from ENCE to say, look, they have opened up the back hatches now. We need to make sure that they can't drop down there.
Drone activated.
We'll see drones are going to be coming out from TrainHard here. And we'll see all the hatches are going to get opened up here by Darius. We'll see how exactly that is going to go down. Flashbangs are going to go down to the stairs here. Save's going to be playing on the Ash. Tries to move up a little bit further. Doesn't manage to get an entry just yet. Still more drones coming out from him. Let's see, Mujam is going to be down. Kendrew makes his way in downtown. It takes down Booty with a headshot. That's a good little bit of work being done here onto the service room. Let's see if we can make it work even more. Smokes are going to go down. Doesn't get caught by the ADS. Just outside of its range. And it's going to be going down fairly effectively. And already losing one of the nitros off the board, that is very, very bad. Gonfi going to be putting down some remote gas grenades here to see what he can do. Still holding it all down. Still got ADS here as well. It is going to get burned, however. Wilkie's still going to be pulsing out gold, so a lot of intel being given for Gonfi here. He's still wasting a tremendous amount of time here. They're still not able to try and push him out yet. 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Darius is just going to drop down onto service to see if he can get the kill, but the shotgun punch comes out. Gonfi goes down, however, go for the pre-fire. Darius takes him down. That's a 5v3, but Gonfi just wasted a tremendous amount of time here. That's going to leave TrainHard in a pretty bad spot to try and bait out utility. Wilkie still has that nitro in his back pocket, and there's still Shate on the board as well, of course, who can still make something work here. Kendrew just going to try and prone into the site here to try and get flanked down. Oh, Uno will drop magic. Wilkie will drop too deep. Kendrew moves into the site, takes down 2, but can't find another. Shate left alone now. And Darius does have the diffuser, but can't find the plant. And we'll take round number 2. Really good defense coming out from ENCE. They're looking very, very good so far. They're playing very sort of strategy heavy, where I mean that can be bad because you play a little bit too statically, but I don't think TrainHard are too prepared for taking this. They had a very, very slow roam clear going in there. ENCE had a very successful defense of that service room. And as I said, you know, Gonfi did really well to hold that down for as long as he did. I mean, there was no way he's going to hold it down forever. Potentially could have got a kill for his time on the Habana, but didn't go through. But
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Him being there potentially won them the whole round because he wasted so much time, and by the point of where they're trying to get into the site, a legit to good ENCE strategy. They just didn't have the utility to bait it out. They didn't have the time, and they're just all kind of rushing into the site to try and get a plant down. Doesn't go well for them at all. So we will see how this is going to go down. Let's move into round number 3. Looking pretty good for ENCE so far.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
See Shate already at the top of the scoreboard here, but you see, kills don't matter that much, but it is a little bit of a contribution to make. We're going to see Atella's Archives defense coming out here, as all of TrainHard are going to spawn outside the west side, outside the parking garage. So, let's see how this goes down for them. See what kind of control they want to get here, but probably want to get control of those windows as well. Makes sense for Uno to be playing the dock here. We'll see how it goes down. We're going to be playing around to the front desk to see what he can do here. Kenju going to be holding down this very tight angle here from the cash machines. But Uno is going to score the first kill of the round. There goes Magic. Beautiful early pick coming out from Uno here. Already on the dock, taking out Magic, taking the Zofia out. There's huge amounts of utility on the board for TrainHard. Haven't been able to do anything with that. And the fact that Shate is on the board here with those Maestro cams is going to make that hurt just a little bit more. You're going to be playing us on top of Spiral along with Shate here. Still taking quite a lot of control over the front lobby here. We see Shate playing this similar position to what he was doing during the first round as well. But Saves is going to make his way through onto Lone. See what he can do as drones are going to start coming out here from Saves. Still trying to get some sort of control, and they are going to be able to open up onto Elevator. See right above Saves has been opened up. That's going to force Shate out of position. Flashbangs are going to come down to make sure there's no ADS up there, but it's not going to be. Also, drones coming up from TrainHard, looking pretty good for them so far, taking a lot of control. But they have lost one member, and they've not taken as much control as they really would have needed to make this worth it so far. See, Uno, Gonfi, and Shate are all playing upstairs, and still a lot of control coming out from them. But Wilkie does take down Saves. Let's go.
Attackers have located a bomb.
See how he goes down. Still very spread out from TrainHard. No refrags coming out, and they've lost both of their entries. Let's see how they try and bring it back. Kenju going to rotate up onto the stairs here, but oh, nice shot coming out from deep. Does manage to find the head of Uno, but Gonfi going to find one of his own. Kenju goes down. 1 minute left remaining on the clock. Deep moves to the elevator. What a shot from deep! Takes the head clean out of Gonfi and moves it into a 2v3 situation. Looking very, very good for TrainHard now to try and bring it in, but it is 3v2. They are one man down in all of this. Shate going to be finding a nice kill into deep. That's a 1v2. Sorry, 1v3. As Darius is going to be the last one left remaining. Does not have control of the diffuser. Darius should be able to see it, and there he does take down Shate. Recovers the diffuser. Now it's a 1v2. And he's going to try and rotate down Spiral. He will rotate into Lone, it seems. Chase out the Valkyrie camera. Very nicely done. And now he has 3 flashbangs to try and bring this in. And he still has 1 X-Scar. So still plenty of utility on the board here for Darius. He could bring it in. He does have the ability. Let's see if he can pull it off. Destroys the barbed wire to try and make his way through onto Tellers, but 15 seconds left to go on the clock. Smoke still not dissipating yet. He will move in, but Wilkie shuts him right on down. ENCE take round number 3. Looking beautiful for them so far. Let's see how it goes then. As we move into round number 4. Looking very, very nice coming out here from ENCE. Again, very strategically heavy coming out from them. We'll see how it goes down as we do move into round number 4. And they're going to pay Executive Line and CEO defense yet again. Looking like a fairly similar lineup to what they had last time. So looking pretty good already for them to try and take this. TrainHard just unable to find their entry here at all. ENCE kind of just falling apart at the seams. Sorry, TrainHard are falling apart at the seams. ENCE are looking very, very strong. Sort of flex tape strong, if you know what I mean. We'll see how it goes down as we do move into round number 4. Looking very, very good so far for ENCE. Maybe some people are confused as to why Blast was dropped. I don't know the exact details, but of course, you know, Shate does have a lot of experience in competition. He does have 2 lands to his name. It's both the Invitational 2018 and the Year 2 Season 3 Finals in Brazil.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Let's see how it goes.
5 seconds left before insertion.
We'll see exactly how TrainHard want to try and take this. This is fairly similar defense coming up from ENCE. They should know what to expect now. I think a lot of this is going to be about denying the intel that ENCE had. That Maestro camo at the top of Spiral gave so much control for ENCE before. Like, Gonfi and Shate both peek out but very aggressively. That lobby take was pretty much impossible from TrainHard at that point. So it goes down. Says is going to try and jump into lone again. It looks like they're going to try and go for a similar take as what they did last round, where they have Barna charged onto where Shate is right now. It's an elevator, and they just try and open it up like that. Although there are bandit charges there, and there is no Thatcher coming out from TrainHard right now. There's no Twitch either. It's going to be pretty hard for them to try and do anything here. Shate is still holding down this Maestro cam. Looking pretty good for him so far. He's going to try and reposition himself. Flashbangs are going to come down. Puts a shield onto a different bit of a rotate here. Make sure he has a little bit more of an angle coming through. Magic does get the entry frag there. Shate goes down to Kendrew. And that's a 5v2. Now all signs to fall apart for ENCE. Gonfi does manage to find the first frag for ENCE, however, onto Spiral. He's going to try and peek it out a little bit more aggressively onto front desk. Still peeking up fairly aggressively onto Spiral to see what he can do here, but that time is really starting to tick down, but we're only halfway in, and only 3 members of ENCE are down off the board. Not looking too good for them at all. Gonfi's still going to be holding down to the top of Spiral and see what he can do here exactly.
A bomb has been located.
Potentially moving to dock himself yet again, but Wilkie, how is he getting away with that? He just goes prone onto Banana and moves all the way back into the site. Gonfi's still going to be holding on to front desk, and still so much control for ENCE right now, despite the fact that TrainHard have had so many early frags. So he goes down. Let's see, lots of drones are going to be coming out there. Magic is going to be able to find the down onto Gonfi, but doesn't take him out. Gonfi actually docks himself and gets out of it alive. Deep takes down Wilkie, however. Gonfi left alone, does turn into a 2v1. Darius goes down. It's all down to Gonfi to try and bring in the ace. Clutch. Let's see if he does it. Moving through, he sees where Magic is and should hear where Darius is, but no. Sorry, Deep is, and will not be able to take him down. TrainHard take round number 4. Very, very well played by them. Much, much better as well. Great execute. They knew exactly what the set was coming out from ENCE, and they replied to it beautifully. So here goes down. Let's move into round number 4. This could be the final round of the first half. So the final attack coming up from TrainHard before they move on to the defense. I think you could probably argue that Bank is fairly defender-sided in most cases. You tend to see defense winning more rounds.
Attackers need to locate and
so we'll see how it
as
goes
many bombs as they can.
Moving into round number 5 now, we're going to see a vault defense coming out from ENCE. And while this was good and there was a lot of wasted time, and they did actually win by time, it still came down to a 1v1. So it's you know, it's still very, very close going out through that. We'll see how it goes down as we go through. And we'll see how ENCE want to try and take this, but like, ENCE play this very, very strategically. They play it very strat heavy. The problem with that is if you play it strat heavy, yes, you will win the first time you do it. The second time, as we've already seen TrainHard, they already know what to expect. They already know what's going to come through, and you know, he gets picked apart. So we'll see him moving to round number 5 here, and ENCE going to be going for a fairly aggressive strategy. Could be holding on fairly aggressively here onto the top floor, As Gonfi also going to be playing around some elevators. Gonfi is one of the main fraggers here for ENCE, so you expect him to try and find as many gunfights as he can so early on. He does beautifully with this Jaeger as well. I'm glad to see him on the Jaeger this time rather than the smoke, although he did do a good job on the smoke as well.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We'll see how it goes down. Magic going to make his way through from the front entrance, straight into the lobby, just crawling his way like a sneaky snake as he just pushed through onto elevators. He does have that lifeline left as well, of course. As those impacts that he can make remaining. He has no idea where this Valkyrie camera is, and that is unfortunate. As he saves, he's to be playing onto the top of square stairs to see what he can do, and just peeking it out, as Deep is going to be able to open up onto the A site. The thermite charge is going to go down, be able to open up that very nicely. TrainHard going to get as much control as they can here early on as we move into the second half of the round. But they're still moving fairly slowly, but that is in a way quicker because they did get control of servers. They have opened that wall much earlier on. But the rest of the control and what's going on from ENCE's upstairs strategy, they're still not really affecting it that much. And I think this is going to be the real crux of this attack that they managed to make work happen here. Flashbangs are going to go down, see what they can do here. As Saves is going to be able to open up onto Kitchen. Sees what's going down, but it's going to be Uno who scores the first frag of the round. There goes Magic early on. And you're going to be able to try and find the refrag here. Trying to look through onto elevator here, but oh, he can't find the peak here. Jate takes down Deep. It's going to be a prone peak coming out from Gonfi here, all the way from elevators to try and find the peak. Oh, he just managed to line up just a little bit here. Not looking too good for TrainHard. Although they do have control now, but they've lost so many members. Darius, however, is going to be able to finally find that kill onto Gonfi. They're looking much, much better for TrainHard now, but they have lost a decent amount of utility. And Operators, Uno is actually going to go for the rotate here, all the way down square stairs, but Saves doesn't let him get away with it. He's going to be looking down to the hatch, but doesn't realize that Wilkie's actually rotated all the way up and will take him down. Wilkie has control of the hatch, just playing this very, very safe. Does have that natural side in the back pocket, waiting for the plant to go down. They will move all the way through. Shate takes down Darius with the micro camera. Kendra goes down. That's be ENCE. You take round number 5. So, it's going to be the first attack coming in from ENCE now. And you see your lockers, CCTV room, defense coming out from TrainHard eSport. We'll see how that goes through for them. Honestly, looking still pretty good, however, for ENCE. They're just a couple of rounds from looking at the map. But as we said already, Bank is
attackers need to locate and defuse bombs,
especially with the way that the bans have gone. Kind of surprised that we haven't seen a Glaz from either side yet, considering that Glaz was banned. He's a very, very powerful operator here. There's a lot of utility to the table. I don't know, it's just interesting that this is one of the times we don't see Clash or Glaz get banned, but we don't see either of them get played either. So we'll see how it goes down as we do move now into round number 6. We'll see exactly how TrainHard want to hold on to this downstairs. Now, they do have a Maestro, but he's not going to be playing in Garage, which is normally an expected place to be playing. Normally see a Maestro come go down. And you see someone just sort of playing very, very back of that. I'm assuming Kenji's going to rotate in the Garage now. Bit too late to put that Maestro cam down until the police car though. So, Uno going to make his way through onto square stairs to see what he can do here. Pre-fire's going down. Spoonsy moves all the way through with his drone. Sees exactly what the situation is. Those are drones are going to come out from Boonsy as well. So, I mean, pretty good for ENCE in terms of roam clearance. It's kind of how TrainHard played it as well, where they had a very big concentration on the roam clearance. So they are going to be doing that very nicely. But TrainHard aren't really going to be playing this too Roma heavy. And you see Shazzy's going to be playing around on that Habana, trying to open up the hatches where he can. As you'll see, TrainHard still playing this fairly defensively, so ENCE should be able to capitalize on this, get quick control, open up those hatches, and see what they can do.
Going live. Knock, knock.
See Darius going to be playing around as the vault lobby there. As TrainHard still have pretty good control, but ENCE are starting to make their way. I'm really surprised that Magic is playing in the garage, since you normally want to play an ACOG in that area. Very long angles going down there, but it's not too much of a big deal. I'm pretty sure he does still have a Maestro cam in there either way. So there it goes down. And still have huge amounts of control now, and they're going to try and go for their execute sooner rather than later. Wilkie on that Capital does still have all of his utility available to him, but isn't in quite a good position to put it down. But Uno does score the first frag of the round. There goes Kendrew already. The only British player on TrainHard is eliminated, unfortunately. Feels. We'll see how it goes down. As TrainHard have already lost their Maestro. That's a pretty big pick utility-wise. They're going to be able to make the full utilization of those Maestro cameras. So going to be playing a goal to try and pulse it all out and see exactly what is going on in terms of intel. But there's still a lot of intel on the board here for TrainHard. And starting to move through onto the main stairs. You're going to be moving through onto this entry fragging rolled onto the bottom of the main stairway. As Gonfi should start to make his way into the site. Burn the ADS as it gets onto the site. Wilkie to put his utility down, so the execute is going to come through for ENCE. See how it just go down. There go fireballs. There go everything coming out here. As TrainHard still going to be holding on. Magic's going to be holding on to the elevator hallway. He's going to try and find an early frag here. And that's Jatty going to try and push through onto the loading dock. Gonfi moves into the site. He gets a double kill. Wilkie finds one of his own, but the sprint just comes through from Magic. Uno takes him down. Round number 6 goes into ENCE's way, and they're one round away from locking out map number 1. Looking very, very nice for ENCE indeed to try and lock out map number 1. We'll see how it goes down as TrainHard unable to really find a good defense there, playing a little bit too safe. But again, just like they're losing utility, they're losing everything. ENCE get complete control of the map within the first minute, really, and then they have everything open within the next minute.
Need to locate
and then they have a minute to plan out their execute fully, and they will do so successfully. ENCE within one round away from bringing this in. It's going to be a tall order from TrainHard to bring this into overtime, but it is still possible. And remember, unlike the main Challenger League season, there is indeed overtime here. So we'll see how it just goes through. See ENCE moving through in whatever way they can. And again, no glass and no clash coming out, despite the fact that they're not banned here. So we'll see how it just goes through. TrainHard not looking too good right now. ENCE looking very, very nice indeed. ENCE seem to benefit more when they have the time to pick up onto their setup, right? Like, if they got control, they can plan out their execute, they can IGL it very well. And then their executes are beautifully done. But if there's pressure on them, if they're running out of time, it's not going to end well for them.
Drone activated.
Lots of drones are going to be coming out here from ENCE to see what exactly they can do. As he just getting quickly into the lobby. And again, so much control here from ENCE so early on. Uno can move all the way to the banana. There's no control here from Elevator. This is horrible from TrainHard. They've already lost everything here. They just let their emotions go. See how it does go down. So you move 1 minute into the round. There's still so much control here from ENCE. As they move through onto banana. Gonfi going to be pushing around where the castle barricade is. And the Ash Charge is going to go down to open it up. Gonfi's aware that that window is open. He's going to wait for the drone coming out from Uno before he tries to make his move here. Playing onto banana, still just trying to open everything up. He's going to use Sophia Charge to make sure there's no one in here. Just gets all the way through into the little hallway here. Is in the walk-in here. Should be going fairly well for Uno. Meanwhile, has managed to open up onto the front desk and sees exactly what is going on here. Sophia charges are going to go out from Gonfi, trying to get the utility to the side. He does pick up the first frag of the round. There goes Deep. Magic going to be below. It's going to toss out the Nitro. It is going to connect. Bouncy going to go down, but it's not going to matter that much because Uno has control of the site. Gonfi gets his entry kill, so does Uno. And Wilkie gets a kill onto Kendrew. Now all down to Magic. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. But no, Wilkie's actually going to be holding the angle onto square stairs from above. Beautiful angle holding from the Wilkie there to try and shut down all the rotates. He takes them all down. ENCE take Map1 with a 6-1 scoreline in a very similar fashion to how Empire took their first map. Very nicely played indeed. We'll be back in just a little while with map number 2 of Clubhouse. So stick